Japan and Taiwan both have a brand that continues to attract me. One is Regent in Taiwan, which breathed new life into the history of the world's luxury hotel brands from Asia. The other is the revolutionary Ukai, providing the food and drink industry in Japan with a new sense of value. The two great brands were fostered by two of my good acquaintances, both of them filled with charisma. The provision of flawless tailor-made service to meet every single request. And tofu cuisine of the highest quality, provided in spaces created with very special care. To what philosophy have they remained loyal? Today, just for you, we'll offer a glimpse of the secrets behind these great brands. Welcome to places offering the utmost in hospitality. Just 3 hours by plane from Tokyo, Taiwan is one of my favorite destinations. Taipei is located in the north. It's a cosmopolitan city, as well as a cultural city which has preserved precious traditions. Chusan Hokuro is the city's main street. In an area where there's a mixture of tradition and modernity, stands a hotel where I often stay. Regent Taipei, the flagship hotel of the world-famous Regent Hotels and Resorts.
Welcome to Regent Taipei.
Being a regular guest, I'm welcomed by the lady in charge of VIPs. This lobby is one of my favorite spaces. I wonder why I feel so relaxed whenever I return here. I'm ushered to the 19th floor as usual, avoiding the busy reception area. This floor is filled with a special aroma. It's one of the two Taipan floors, where guests are offered supreme hospitality. The guests staying at Taipan check in here in a relaxed atmosphere. Assistant Chief Butler Monica, born and raised in Taiwan, works exclusively at Taipan. She welcomes me in fluent Japanese. The butlers like her at Taipan are on standby around the clock to support guests. What's more, Taipan also serves as a social meeting place for leading international business people visiting Taipei. Monica takes me to the room I'm staying in today. The stylish, peaceful design makes me feel relaxed at once, as if I've just come back home. The welcome fruit and drink service is guaranteed to please. The Taipan butlers answer all kinds of requests. Before my arrival, Monica unpacked my luggage and ironed the shirts I require for my business meetings. Well, now that I've taken a breather, I'll head back to the lobby. I have an appointment with someone. The traditional craftworks in the elevator hall are all special items he selected.
Beer! Oh, really good work.
There he is, casually chatting with a guest. It's Stephen Pan, the chairman of Regent Group, which operates worldwide. Hello, Stephen. Yes, the owner himself will kindly show us around today. Thank you, Stephen.
Hello. We look for the common elements in all cultures around the world. One of the most important things is the use of screens. In the European royalties, there's a lot of screens, family symbols. Now, when you go to Southeast Asia, Balinese, Thailand, everybody has a local screen. So we use the screen to connect the world and the local culture.
In fact, Stephen was involved in designing most of the hotel's interior. His taste is evident everywhere. He's been watching over the hotel's growth ever since it was founded. It was in 1990 that the Regent Taipei opened. Stephen got involved in its management at the tender age of 26. In 2010, a Taiwan-based hotel group acquired the Regent brand and world patents. Stephen became the chairman of Regent Group. He has inherited the philosophy of the historical Regent and continued dispatching a new sense of value as a high-class hotel brand based in Asia.
Our other essence, a very important one today in the new region, is global yet local. We want to bring out local culture, local DNA, but in a very global environment. But simple yet elegant is our longest essence that has gone through all the history of the region.
Simple yet elegant. He takes me to a special place which symbolizes the Regent's brand philosophy.
Well, in this room, we express calligraphy in a very different way. This is a Chinese character for drunk. So when you take a very, complicated letters, write it really fast, it becomes simplified and abstract. So it fits our philosophy of simple yet elegant.
The restaurant's elaborate design uses the motif of traditional calligraphy. The philosophy for creating a simple yet elegant space is embodied in this room. As you'd expect, the dishes served are excellent. The expertise of the finest chefs lies behind masterpieces of Neo-Sichuan and Cantonese cuisine. Oh, I've just remembered I haven't eaten anything since the morning. I think I'll order the same dishes as I always do here. Silk's House never fails to satisfy guests with its finest quality cuisine. The authentic Peking duck gleams beautifully. It's a blissful moment.
I think the true luxury today will be bespoke, individuality, craftsmanship, and of course service has always been the true and timeless element of luxury. And we talk about individuality, tailor-made. So bespoke is very important.
Tailor-made hospitality. All 8 of the hotel's restaurants present the tailor-made service that the hotel proudly emphasizes. Customers can enjoy many excellent dishes in spaces with a variety of concepts. In fact, most customers at the hotel restaurants are local people. A broad range of styles and culinary items are on offer to meet the taste of each customer. Symbolizing the tailor-made spirit is the buffet-style restaurant Brasserie, which is extremely popular as Taiwan's #1 restaurant. There's a long queue. At dinner time, more than 100 dishes using fresh ingredients are laid out. The corporate executive chef in charge of the restaurant is Bernard Noël.
We have different teams to learn different place of the cooking. It means behind is a classic food, but different ingredients from America, Chinese, Japanese, even Taiwan, and we try to combine together.
It's difficult to make a choice from so many dishes, but the selection process always excites me. Moreover, the hotel's shopping mall, named Regent Galleria, features over 50 of the world's top fashion boutiques. Regent Taipei is truly an entertainment space, with everything related to clothing, food and accommodation. Time flies when you're enjoying yourself. Back in the lobby, the lady who welcomed me earlier is still busily at work. In fact, she's in charge of looking after Japanese VIPs. Around 40% of the customers are Japanese, and the hotel provides very sincere service for them. Some guests are visiting Taiwan for the first time, so we pay careful attention in terms of the language, for example, so that they feel secure while staying with us. The Regent Taipei provides guests with a variety of VIP services, and information on each regular guest is carefully recorded. We have a system that tells us just what guests will need at any time. We do our best to provide guests with the finest service and an environment in which they can spend their precious time.
We have to see things without being shown, without you show me. So we have to serve you, meet your need before you ask for it. So the best service, as Regent defined it, is invisible. You cannot see it until you need it.
While I've been out of my room, Monica has polished my shoes. Thank you, Monica. Bespoke hospitality with immaculate Asian-style attention. That's the essence which makes Regent Taipei keep shining as a top-notch world brand. The Tokyo landmark, Tokyo Tower. This is the location of another one and only brand which dispatches high-class hospitality to the world. Tokyo Shiba Tofuya Ukai stands in extensive grounds with an area of about 6,600 square meters. Enter the splendid Japanese-style garden inside the gate, and you leave the urban hustle and bustle behind. This extraordinary space makes you forget you're in the middle of Tokyo. I feel as if I've wandered into Edo, the ancient capital. Welcome to Tofuya Ukai. Thank you for visiting us. Hello, long time no see. This is the proprietress who always welcomes me. Every room provides diners with a different refined view of the beautiful Japanese-style garden. The attractive beams and pillars were once part of old private houses. The luxurious lounge has an ambience of Art Nouveau and Taisho romanticism. Everything, including the garden and the views from the guest rooms, has been precisely designed. These spaces have all been created for a single purpose. That is, everything is for the finest tofu dishes. The menu consists of innovative tofu dishes prepared with special attention. Representing the chef's careful skills, they are arranged like jewels. With its savory aroma, this age dengaku, roasted bean curd with miso, is one of my favorites. And I can hardly wait to taste the restaurant's signature dish, Tosui Tofu, Ukai Special Tofu Soup. A rich, melting texture on the palate and the sweetness of soybeans spreading in the mouth. The exquisite flavour of Ukai's dishes completely overturned my concept of tofu. Imbued in all the tofu dishes prepared with such great care is the passion of this man, who always pursued the authentic. My old friend Sadao Ukai was the father of these tofu dishes. Ukai's history began here in Okutakao in 1964 with the opening of Ukai Toriyama. Sadao relocated an old house with a steep thatched roof from Gokayama and reconstructed it in the mountainous area of Hachioji. He wanted to create a large-scale restaurant, whatever it took. He had strong determination. His concept was a space in which anyone could become the main character of the story. With the sole idea of achieving that, he produced many innovative restaurants. And he opened Tokyo Shiba Tofuya Ukai in his later years as a culmination of all he'd aimed for many years. Sadao had long planned to provide cuisine from the Edo period. Making tofu of the finest quality was the important factor to achieve that. The tofu freshly made this morning has just arrived in the kitchen. General Chef Hirata checks what today's tofu is like. The condition of the tofu is a crucial element for this restaurant. Such a simple ingredient allows no tricks. Tasty. The tofu used in the restaurant is all homemade by Ukai itself. Sadao was very particular about this. These soybeans are sweet, very sweet. Tofu from each type of bean is tasty by itself, but the taste is rather simple, just sweet. We mix beans to create richness. The chefs have inherited Sadao's principles and continue to uphold them. In the kitchen, top-class chefs are creating dishes that enhance the taste of tofu to the full. I'm always impressed by these chefs' expertise. It's not only the chefs who have inherited Sadao's spirit. It's also true of the proprietress who welcomed me at the entrance. It's an important task for her to teach inexperienced members of staff how to look after the guests properly. She passes on to them the tradition of hospitality handed down at Ukai. Please have some while it's hot with plenty of chopped leeks on top. Indicate each item carefully, keeping all your fingers straight. Right till the very end, treat guests with the feeling of please. Seen from the side, women don't look very friendly. Maybe men are the same. Keep the same posture and raise the corners of your mouth a little. See, she looks totally different. Ah, this reminds me that Sadao was a man who always wore a smile. The proprietress is conveying the spirit of hospitality Sadao placed great importance on. People's happiness comes before profit. Regard your guests' happiness as your own happiness. That was the belief that Sadao kept teaching his staff. General Chef Kikuchi is one of those who inherited Sadao's principles. He used to ask what you would do if you invited someone really important to you to visit your home. You would go and wait at the entrance, anticipating their arrival, wondering when they would come. And when they arrived, you would feel so happy to see them and welcome them warmly. That's the fundamental spirit at our restaurant. An important task before the restaurant opens is the preparation of the guest rooms. The Ukai tradition of hospitality has been passed down continuously in the connections between people. I communicate face to face with all the staff. Everyone has a different personality, and of course they have their ups and downs. While trying to deal with their personal feelings and serving our guests together, I teach them our traditions. That's the only way. We want every guest to take home with them at least one thing which has impressed them. The moment the restaurant opens, the kitchen springs into life. The proprietress hands out detailed instructions so that the whole movement of the staff goes smoothly. Let's recite the company policy. To make ourselves feel happy, we must first think how to give the customers pleasure and satisfaction. Wanting guests to taste the finest dishes in the best of spaces. All the staff share that thought as they work. The desire to make guests happy. Sadao Ukai's determination is clearly still alive in this place. Different places, different cultures, but the same eternal spirit of hospitality.
ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
That tradition I learned from two charismatic men will surely be passed down to posterity.